Hello and welcome to this video tutorial on how to add the YCAST web player to your website. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my YCAST user profile. I'm going to log in and then click on the admin section. And once I'm in the admin section, I'm then going to scroll down and get to the add web player to your website section. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to really quickly just copy the code, and I can click the copy code button in order to copy the code into my clipboard. And then now I've got the code in my clipboard ready to put onto my website. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to add this to a Wix website. Wix is obviously a web builder platform that's very popular and one that's very easy to use. So in today's case, I'm Nicola Ryder and I've just started a podcast. I'm obviously a fashion editor and stylist. So I'm going to want to add my podcast to the homepage of my website. So this is just one of the templates that Wix offer. So we're going to add this in right now. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make some space for the player. So we're going to drag this down a little bit so we've got some space to add the player. And then we're going to go over to add on the left hand side of Wix and then go down to embed just on the bottom left side. There it is. And then we're going to click iframe, so iframe embed. We're going to drag this down to where we want to put it on the website. So in this case, over to the bottom left to make it fit the screen. But before we do anything with it, now we've dragged it over to the left, we're just going to change the height. So we're going to change it to 150. So the height is here, we'll just change that to 150. And the reason we're doing that is because the player itself is actually 150 pixels in height. So if you're doing this on a different platform, then feel free to also do that change there. And then the width can be as big as you want it to be because the player automatically responds to the width. So in this case, we're going to just make it fit with the screen here. And you'll notice I've gone a little bit too far over on the left, and that's a specific problem with Wix. With their iframes, they've got a small amount of padding on the left-hand side, and I'll show you that in a second. So now what we do is we click Edit Code, and then we just paste the code that we copied from the YCAST website, and then click Apply, and next thing you know, the code has been pasted in, and now you can see that the YCAST web player is now on the website. It's now there, and you can see it lines up with that section, and also lines up with that section. So that's great. You'll notice though, like I said earlier, there's a small little gap between the actual player and the iframe body thing that it's housed in. And this is a problem with Wix. So just make sure that with whatever platform you're looking at or whatever platform you're using, you make sure there's no little gaps or anything like this. And if there are, then you just have to make the iframe a little bit bigger in order to fit the player in. Not too difficult to do. And that's it, you're done. Your web player's there, you can hit preview and then you can obviously see it. You can see the web player there, it's now on the site. So now users of your site can now actually see your latest podcasts and be able to listen to them. So what I might want to do then is I might want to go back to the editor because this is my homepage and the web player shows the most recent podcast. I might want to add in a little bit of text that says our most recent podcast or something along the same lines. So if I go add and then title, I can then add a title in and then change this text to something. So I'll change it to our most recent podcast. And then once I've changed it, put it in here on the left-hand side. I'll make it expand so that it fits with where I want to put it. I'll also make the font a little bit smaller. And you'll notice that then I can move this to just above the player. And I've just realised that actually there's a big space because of the text using Wix. So I'm actually just going to drag this back up. So I'll drag it back up now just so it goes up here. And then I'm going to drag the player back up as well. Maybe edit a little bit of the styling, so obviously maybe some of the padding around just so it looks a bit nice on the website. Maybe move it over a little bit just so it fits in with the line a little bit easier. Now you've got the text there. And ta-da! Now you've got your most recent podcast on your homepage. It's a really easy way to add your most recent podcast to the homepage of your website. If you want to add all of your shows to the website, then please do get in touch with support at YCAST.io. That's something we'll be able to help you with. And if you want to learn more about YCAST.io, and if you want to know about the software YCAST, then please visit YCAST.io. Thanks very much for spending some time with me today, and I hope to see you in the next video tutorial about another YCAST topic.